episode number 5 of FIGGAH Bangin. Hi, everybody. Hi. So, tonight, we are here. We are bringing you some different people tonight, some different faces. With me, as usual, Mr. Dustmightz. Hello.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Mr. J. Ruse could not be here tonight, so we got the next best thing. We have Mr. Jiskone.
Yeah, hashtag fuck J. Ruse. What's up, guys?
And also joining us tonight is a very special guest, Mr. Aznkidmatt.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, Matt?
Thank you for coming on short notice.
Yep, no problem.
He said short notice.
see what
Matt's
I did there?
kind of short.
I see what you did there.
Sorry.
Unintentional jab. What is
Hold
going on?
I'll tell you this real fast. You know, we started. I don't know if this is just interesting to anybody, but the first thing I'm watching is an ad before the show starts.
Excellent. What's that ad for?
It's got Mr. T in it.
Do we get a kickback?
I don't know.
Is it for a cereal?
I'm gonna let it play, and it's not for a cereal, but I'm gonna let it play.
I'll pay the fool who don't buy my cereal. Something's happening.
Jill thought that was hilarious.
She did.
All right, is this Joe Jerkoff hour, or we're gonna do fucking finger banging?
I thought it was Joe Jerkoff hour. All right, so
I like jerking.
here we go. Let me switch my camera. Today we are doing Gravity Builder Scraper, aka Nut Scrapper. Yay!
Tonka's heavy loader.
Woohoo!
Let's see if I can focus it a little better. That's worse. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. Okay. Wow, Jill really likes it.
Yeah, it's one of her favorite figures.
So here we go. This is Gravity Builder, aka Jbotron, because we all know it's Jbotron. This is their take on a masterpiece style Devastator, masterpiece scale Devastator. So this is supposed to be this is their first figure. This is supposed to be Scrapper. They so cleverly named him Scraper, which is a terrible name. It's a little clever, but it's terrible.
I don't think it's as bad as the next one.
Oh, the next one's worse.
Mixing truck.
Mixing truck.
Why didn't they just call this? Why didn't they just call this Shovel Rig or something like that?
That would have been funnier. Shovel Man.
I hope they call it Long Haul. I hope his name is just Dump.
Big dump.
See, I just want to tell you guys before we get started here, it is your jobs to try to convince me to buy this set. So.
I mean,
we'll
but
see what
that's
happens.
all right. I'm up to the challenge.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, here he is I guess he's a, what is he, technically a shovel truck? What do you call these things? Bulldozers?
Scoop truck or something.
truck.
I don't know. What do I look like?
I'm
Joe
not a-
Construction?
None of us work construction.
I'm not Bob the Builder here.
We're not real men.
We can build it. I don't know what the fuck. What does he call the builder say?
Real men work construction. We are not real men.
None of us are real men.
We vroom
We're
vroom
far-
with
We are far from real men.
we vroom vroom with toys.
I'm a real man.
So he does roll super nicely, like
On
nice
rubber
and smooth.
tires. Yep.
I don't know if they're rubber or silicone. Hopefully they're silicone, because silicone won't degrade as bad as rubber.
They feel like rubber, like it's silicone. They feel like rubber to me.
Yeah.
I hope they stand up to the test of time. But yeah, so he has the first thing that I noticed when I started seeing this guy was the painted caution stripes, which I do really like.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
painted.
that's paint.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
painted
wow.
on there. It's nice.
That's all paint.
Wow, they put in some work.
Yeah, that's actually one of the nicest things I liked about it.
They had to give those little kids another cigarette.
Yep. Hey, you want a menthol? Stay late. We're gonna paint some caution stripes. That's my Chinese smoking man.
Not good.
You stay late. We paint.
Like a guy from. Like a guy from Jersey.
I felt like I thought I was buying a Mogwai there for a second.
Don't feed him after midnight. Now, when is after midnight? 'Cause it's always after midnight.
Yeah,
That's true.
pretty much.
All right.
So I wasn't gonna buy this set, but because of the price we got from Jason, shout out to Jason Larry, I couldn't resist. Just throwing that out there. He does have these stupid things, which I don't like in the slightest. Like
What
I
is
don't know,
Oh,
you can have a.
What,
It's
what,
like for a little man to walk up the steps, and then hold on to here.
oh, that's actually pretty cool.
I
didn't
mean,
realize that.
It's like
yeah,
a safety feature, like that would be
Yeah.
on the
yeah.
actual.
Uh-huh.
So
Looks
it's
like
Safety
eyes.
rail.
so it's OSHA regulated. Okay, big deal.
Yes,
Yeah, honestly, that's a piece like.
but there's no place to hook on.
I don't know if they just did it to serve as like to break up color or something like that, because otherwise I don't see the reason for the piece.
I think the gray does fine breaking out color.
Yeah, I don't know if
don't
you
think
can
it
remove
is.
that. You
Maybe
know,
for like a more like realism look to it.
Yeah, I
That's what it's
guess.
supposed to be, but that's stupid.
Cause
real fast. I just gotta say this. Tommy Barricade in the chat called Matt legend size.
He's not short. He's legend size.
at least I'm not a minicon.
No, that was.
So
that was
you're
somebody
above
else.
minicon.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get. I mean, it's okay, and I can see what they're trying to do there with the extra detail.
Yeah,
But-
this is definitely the one of the things I don't like, but
Yeah.
that's fairly minor.
It doesn't bother me.
All the pistons in here are painted silver, which is nice. There's another piston on this side and on the other side that's painted very nice. All this is paint. It's all done very well.
How's it
This
look?
thing
From,
is what?
I was gonna say, how's it look from underneath? Is it clean?
It's pretty clean, except for the stupid. I mean, it's cool that the gun stores there, and it kind of makes like an exhaust pipe. So I guess it could be worse. But like, there's the feet. So
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's
But
not
not
terribly bad.
it's not.
At least they don't drag or nothing.
And honestly, at least the gun's underneath it, and they didn't mount it to the top.
Yeah, because
You
that
know
makes
what I
total
mean?
sense to see a
Pew 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 pew. Vroom, vroom vroom. Pew pew.
Hold on, let me
Vroom.
dump this load of dirt and then shoot it. So yeah, it's fairly clean underneath, except for the, just the feeder.
If I was to complain, the worst thing about the alt mode right there is turn it around, so we can see the back, is that you can see the port. That's
What,
it.
these?
No, up where the actual
Oh,
the combiner port is.
The
Yeah.
combiner port. Well, we're getting a new combiner port, so I don't know if it's going to be shaped differently or it's just going to be like a different system.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
I think it's because it's too hard. I think they made it.
It's tight.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's impossible to make that thing ratchet. So
I haven't even tried, so.
Well,
Just
I
Kind
said,
of like
just said hard.
yeah, it's hard. I think it's kind of like blast off on Bruticus.
Oh god. Oh god.
I think it's the similar.
Oh god. I had to dude, don't even get me started.
Yeah, I'd take the chest off and all that for that one.
I had to disassemble it just to take it off the freaking shoulder.
But yeah, I have leg mode like right now, and I was trying to make it like go all the way up. It is really hard to get. Like you can't get enough leverage to make it go up. Damn it, Eddie.
Sounds like a personal problem. So here he is. Quick comparison. Here he is with Hasbro Scrapper. He is a much dark. He's more. This one seems like a saturated green. This is a more muted green.
Chartreuse.
Ooh, SAT word. Obviously these are all repro labels, as opposed to that's paint. Just
That's
throwing it
another
out
thing I
there.
like about this one, the paint apps.
Wow, I'm really surprised that they threw some paint on there.
I mean, the windows are clear. They're clear green with something behind it. I don't tell if it's black or gray.
I can't see anything. It's out of frame.
I was trying to look at it, and there it goes.
And you broke it.
And now I broke it.
You pulled it. You pulled an MGO.
I did. Can't really tell. There's something behind, some kind of plastic behind it.
I see.
Can't tell if it's black or gray to make it appear darker, because these are clear and then something behind it.
Hey,
More
Takara, why don't you take some lessons in that so we don't see the robot innards on the
More
vehicles? Thank
More
you.
paint on the top, which I guess is for combined mode, just so you see something besides green.
Yeah.
But he's actually not a ton bigger. Like, he's more massive. He's got more plastic, obviously.
Oh wow.
But size-wise, he's not a ton different. Let me see if I can. I don't know how well it's gonna focus.
You're freezing up.
I don't know if it's that he's frozen. Sorry, my voice just went out. But I don't know if it's that he's frozen or if it's just fucking with it.
Am I frozen?
No, now you're good.
Okay. No, it's just because I can't get to focus any better.
Would you say that the green paint for Gravity Builder is almost the same as Green Giant, maybe?
Well, this isn't paint. This is green plastic.
Ah,
But
well,
I don't have Green Giant, but I've seen them, and it is similar.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just looking at it.
Focus, damn it, focus. People are watching this.
Come on, Ace, get it together.
Trying.
Oh, man.
That's the best I can do. So yeah, he's not a ton, ton bigger in terms of just overall length, but he is easily 3 or 4 times the weight, obviously.
Well,
The wheels on the Hasbro one, they're plastic, right?
Oh, they are not only plastic, but they are pegged on.
I fucking cut. I trimmed a fingernail that weighed more than the fucking Hasbro one.
He is. There's probably as much plastic in this whole thing as there is in the scoop in this one. All right, so should we move on to? I guess we'll move on to leg mode. I hope I can remember how to do this.
Oh, great.
If not, we're going to Matt's. I believe these come down.
I hope I remember. Boy, you really got your shit together on this one.
I think these come.
I wrote the instructions and everything.
Next week we're gonna do a Legends class figure, so he remembers.
A two-step changer. What's the
Yes,
one-step changer?
yeah, an RID two-step changer will be the next figure.
We'll do those spy bots they bought.
These come up.
I wish we had the Benny Hill music to play right now.
These come up.
While he's doing that, can I shout out who's in the chat?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
what's going on in the chat?
You got Kelly Phillipson in the chat. What's up? You got Victory Saber 77 in the chat.
Game.
Tommy Barricade, of course. He also called Joey Scout Size, which is pretty funny.
That's about right.
You
These come
got
around.
the Sauce Boss in the chat.
Ooh, what's up, Chris?
He was, but I don't see him now. Would he dip out? And Kelly's talking about.
Go
What were we gonna say?
I'm sorry, I said Tommy called him Christopher and he bounced.
Yeah, he's like that too. Kelly Phillipson said, these guys are cool, but they're in the same boat as Warbotron, arguably big enough for MPs, but with the overly detailed chug style. They're chugster pieces.
I see.
Which is it's a fair description.
These unpeg. These come. You can need that plugged in.
I think it's a little more detailed and oriented than chug scale, even more chuggish, in my opinion.
These just come down. Now these come unpegged.
But just
This way.
This is great entertainment.
honestly,
Are you guys
we need to
entertained?
figure out how to play that music.
Yeah, and avoid a copyright infringement.
Boom.
Oh, that's right.
Fucking
Hey,
internet.
got to put the wheels up because it's rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Figure Banging with your host, Aznkidmatt.
Oh, and then I gotta put these stupid things down to.
You know what would help if you take? Hey, turn off your lower third.
Yeah, that actually would help out a lot. Nobody cares who you are.
Well, this computer's not the fastest. There.
Neither is the host. Oh, snap! Shots
Ooh,
fired!
Shots fired.
Hey!
Run right to Instagram and make fun of me.
I've never turned this thing into foot mode.
Come on, Dust. You gotta step on the monkey on this one.
Nah, man.
I feel like that's not right.
What's wrong about it?
I don't know. Matt, hold yours up, just so I can see. Oh, I guess it's all right. It's just
Yeah, he
not-
got it.
All right. Those are
turning.
fine now.
Yep.
Well, how would you know? You haven't transformed yours.
I mean, it's just visually for some reason.
I'm just doing the Hasbro one real quick. Okay.
Oh, it does go both ways. Okay.
Oh, it goes both ways?
Hey,
So
what's up,
here
with
you
your, what's up with your Viagra in the back over there? That blue pill to the left by the wheel.
Oh, I see it.
Find the
Yeah.
wheel?
I got you. Keep going all the way back.
That?
All the way back.
That's
Yep.
a piece of. That's a piece of network cable. And this stupid thing. I hate this thing. I don't know why it has this stupid exhaust thing, but it's stupid.
For the realism of it,
Stupid.
man.
It's stupid.
It doesn't fold in or anything.
That's folded.
Really?
It's kind of a weight, like,
How's it look the other way?
it doesn't matter. It's the same. It's
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that
you won't
that's
notice it
not
when it's all said and done, but
It's
But
got
it
no
doesn't.
place to
It
go.
won't sit all the way because of that. So I'm not even going to try to pull up the combiner port. But
to.
So what's good is the bucket does lock in these two little pegs that lock it into the front, so it can still move up and down, but it's not going to come out.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not going to come out, so that's good.
I mean, I will say it's really nicely detailed. You could just see
it's a brick, man.
Mm-hmm.
There are these two little flaps that you have to open up to give him his tilt. So that locks it in, in robot mode, and then you have to unlock it for combined mode. I wish that was ratcheted.
Yeah.
It's a little silly that they didn't ratchet that.
Well, maybe because if it was ratcheted, maybe you wouldn't be able to get so precise.
Yeah.
On
That's
an,
true.
you know,
Well, you just have to put more teeth in it.
Yeah, but you know how that could be, and then it gets caught in between ratchets and it does that wiggle. You know what I mean? I think maybe they did that for.
We'll show you the wiggle. This thing wiggles. So he's pretty beefy as a leg. That's Hasbro's leg.
What's Hasbro's maneuverability as far as tilt goes? It's ratcheted.
It can only go one way.
God damn, that Hasbro just looks so terrible in comparison. It only goes one way?
Yeah, because he's can only do one foot.
Right. I guess it doesn't really. You don't need it.
I'm assuming that this guy can be either side since it's just like a slot. So I'm sure you can put it either way.
City, bitch.
So I guess you can scramble city him. But and plus this cheats a little bit because the top of the legs get folded up.
Why don't you turn it to the side? There you go. Pro feel. Get a little pro feel going.
Man, look at the gravity wheel. It does look like it's foot. Like you could just see it looks chunky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hard part is this is all mirrored image on the screen to my webcam.
No, you're doing all right.
So I mean, he is shorter, but it's because of this and like this whole, everybody who has this figure knows like
that goes into the other figure.
The long hole comes down and it kind of joins together. So this is kind of I'm kind of giving him some credit.
The Hasbro does look like a guy just doing a handstand.
Well, it is a guy doing a handstand.
I know, but I mean, really, that's what it looks like.
Well, I mean, this guy is, obviously much chunkier. The other thing I don't like is that, so you'll see it when I transform it, but there's spring-loaded hands, and you can see that these aren't tabbed in all the way because the springs are just putting too much pressure on them.
You get replacements for those.
There's replacements of these coming. I don't know if they address that issue. I hope they do. But I mean, like, I'm putting pressure on it and it just pops right back out.
Yeah, that was one of the main things I didn't like about it either. When I was fucking around at TFCon with it, I didn't like those spring-loaded fists.
You can't lock the fist, so we'll talk about that. And there's no place for these stupid black things to go, so they just kind of chill out. Like I don't even think they tell you in the instructions like what to do with them, so I just kind of leave them like that.
Yeah, the instructions told you to put them up like this. I don't know. I think it cleans up pretty well. That's fairly minor. I just hope that like when this thing's standing on the shelf, it doesn't just like launch itself because the fists pop out. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I mean, it'll be way heavier than this because you'll have the whole thing combined.
Yeah, I don't like these. I really don't like the spring. We'll talk about it when we get to robot mode.
Wait, doesn't the next one like fix that issue? Like they
Well, we said that it's coming with new flaps. I just don't know what the flaps actually do.
Huh.
So obviously he's just a dude doing a handstand.
That's funny.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
It's all about the budget, baby.
Does he have Toyota tires on the side of the Hasbro one? The repro labels?
They're Constructor Corp tires.
Oh. So why are they racing tires? It's funny.
Anything else before we go to the robot mode?
Nah, go for it, man.
Nope. Go ahead.
So this might take a few minutes, so feel free to talk.
That's what I figured we'll do.
I'm gonna race you, Ace.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and also what's good is there's triangular holes in the chest, and there's triangular pegs on the forearms, and they obviously peg together. So that's it's pretty nice. Pegs are nice and solid. Hands last. They're stupid. These can go back here.
Hey, Jisk, who's your money on? Which one's going to get to it first?
Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say that, too.
It's got smaller hands.
It's true.
It's easier to get in those crevasses.
Come on.
Now the pressure's getting ace. He's fumbling. We'll give it a play-by-play. Can anybody see Matt, or can they only see ace?
I think it's locked on ace.
All right, well, good. Then
No. I have it going back and forth to whoever's talking. So, but I can go control it and go back and forth. We got a little bit on.
I will say, if I'm going to give some commentary, Matt's does look a mess.
Yeah,
He's
for
kind
now,
of has
but
it
wait till
together a little bit.
That's because Matt doesn't use instructions.
I feel like I'm watching you guys do a Rubik's Cube.
And every second or third figure he breaks because he doesn't use instructions.
Chigara. But I didn't break him. He came broken.
Nope, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you either.
To this day, I still don't believe you.
Matt's just completely ginsued his. Every panel is just open up.
Comes up.
It was very unfortunate.
Lucky
Ace
kind
is
of does
almost
whatever.
up.
Tommy said, look, it's the Rubik's figure bang off.
All right, so the head just fits in here.
Up,
up.
Matt, you're out of the race.
All right, so
Oh,
the
damn.
hands.
Damn, he crushed you, Matt.
The hands.
Always
So
been on
you-
the Asian.
Not yet, Matt. You
Open
just
these
gotta get
and
his
they-
hands out. You got some time.
They peg out.
So what do? You just open that up and they pop
And they
out.
just pop
Yeah,
out. As soon as you did the clip up here, ready? They just pop right out.
That's what I don't understand. It's like it didn't need to be done. They could have done
They
it.
didn't.
I
Well, you
understand.
know what?
I gotta do this carefully. I don't want to break the hands.
They're trying something different because I'm getting a little bit tired of that arm, the forearm that you open up. And
Oh, you mean the one that everybody
out.
uses?
You
Yeah,
don't need to reinvent the wheel though on some things.
you're right. You're right.
You know?
You're right.
Okay, so there we go.
It just shows you that they just did it the wrong way. It wasn't executed right.
I mean, it's cool. It is cool that they're trying to do something a little bit different, but
So the official transformation says to take these and to fold these up here, and there's even a cutout for them. But it is severely, that's his maximum elbow bend if you do that. So what you do is you bring them around, and you can peg them into this groove.
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what everybody does. I don't know why they even gave you an option. That should
I
have
think
been
they
the
must have
efficient
made
way.
a mistake because I think
Yeah,
Yeah, they probably meant it. They
They probably did this originally and then meant to do that and then just changed it last minute.
or they couldn't figure out how to explain it in the fucking instructions.
Instructions. I hate these fucking. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Easy, one at a time.
Okay.
And
Here he is. Okay, I've been done for 20 minutes. Thanks for joining the party.
damn it. I fucked up the hands. I had to flip them around again. Almost snapped it, but it's all good.
But here he is in robot mode, and this is. Okay, let's see if I can focus. There we go. That's not bad. Stupid webcam. So, his gun. Actually, we'll do his gun later. The first thing I noticed when I transformed this guy is that the feet are rubberized. I don't know if I think it's just a silicone, but they're very grippy. So he actually holds very well, which
yeah, that's great.
That's a nice touch. I like
greatly
that.
appreciate.
I like that a lot.
It's
Like
awesome.
when Fans Project did that with their Menasor. They had the grips built into the combiner feet.
Mm-hmm.
These are similar. They're not as grippy, but they work extremely well. And that is a very nice touch. I guess we'll do articulation real quick. Head is on a ball joint. Yep. It's actually got a pretty decent amount down. Not a ton up, but down is better for robots anyway. Shoulders. The shoulders, I give it to them. These shoulders are fantastic. So they don't ratchet out, but it's a very tight friction joint. But they do back and forth ratchet. And these things are tough. Like I'm putting fairly decent amount of pressure on there before it moves. So these arms, I'll give it to them. These arms are fantastic. Elbow shape's a little funky because you got the big wheel, but it's not terrible. So you get a 90-degree bend if you do this the proper way. Nothing backwards, but you don't need it. Swivel, and if you lock the wrists, you get the wrist swivel. Just be careful when you lock the wrists. Don't pull on the fingers. Like grab it by the base, and just be careful when you lock them. Waist swivel. Legs. Be careful with these stupid things because they will fold in like that and lock the legs or get caught in the legs like that, so you can't transform them. We are getting replacements.
Yep.
Jesus, why don't they just send out a brand new fucking figure?
Hey, listen, Jbotron ain't the fucking best company.
But they make it right, man. They know. All right, we effed up. Here's some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
TFC is the company that started that.
But it's good. There's a lot of companies that don't do that.
It was like
Outward.
look.
Outwards friction but he's got an excellent Van Dam rating. I think that would be 100% on the Van Dam scale.
Damn.
Van Dam.
Forward and back, nice ratchet. He's got this extra hinge for transformation, which I don't like, because when you're messing with them, that will like get bent like that. I wish they could have engineered it a little bit differently to not have that bend, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Nice. There's a panel on the back you got to remember to fold down so you get the full 90 degrees on the knee.
Yeah, I saw that eating up a lot of people on Instagram when they first got it.
Yeah, same thing with Warpath. The fuck's it? War Dog, right? Is Warpath?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a panel in the back you have to fold in so people can get the full bend. If you fold that panel, you get full articulation there. And the ankles are floating, which is a thing that I'm not crazy about. I know Trax does that too, but I'm not the biggest fan of floating ankles.
It doesn't look terrible. I mean, I
doesn't look terrible. I mean,
weird, but
what's good is like if you're doing like long stretches on the leg, you can hide it, like that. You can't really tell it's floating.
Yeah.
But it does give very good articulation. That's the plus side of it. Like I mean, he can ankle all the way across. He can, his ankle tilt. You can give him a couple extra inches. And he's also got a full hinge in that way. So the feet are very articulated. Doesn't go up at all, but I mean, I haven't found any poses this guy can't really hold. We boring you, Dust?
No, I thought I heard someone at my door.
Who's coming to your house?
pizza guy.
Pizza man.
I get fucking swatted.
Okay. So quality control issues. Number 1. Ratchet wiggle.
His hips like to gyrate.
There's way too much play. Like, I'm not hitting the ratchets yet. There's way too much play. See, just messing around with it, that joint likes to bend.
Oh, that's what you mean. I see, yeah.
So that's in between the ratchets. There's a ton of play. Luckily, we are getting replacement ratchets, so hopefully that issue goes away. But I mean, he could do the Jimmy legs. Like, these are not solid, which is unfortunate. But like we said, this is the pre-fixed version. Another quality control issue for me, I don't know about you guys, but this does not stay pegged in.
You have that same issue on both sides or just that side?
Both sides.
I have it on just the right side.
Like right there, it's staying in, but as you can see, this won't sit flush. No matter what I do.
Yeah, mine's
See, just messing with it, causes it to pop out. And when I push it in, it pushes out. I mean, it's not the biggest deal.
You're just pointing them out.
It's not the biggest deal in the world, to be honest, because this isn't structural. Like this like you can open this all the way and still mess with the figure, and it won't. Like it does swivel for transformation, but I mean, just closing it like that, more or less holds it. So it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just, and it's not that bad of a design. It's just the tolerances in the plastic. They didn't get them tight enough. I'm also not the biggest fan of these things on the wheels, but whatever. That's just a personal thing. Like I said, these hip skirts suck. There's a temporary fix you can do where you shave the corner on the insides. I haven't done it because we're getting rid of the replacements anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's pretty much all the quality issues, at least with mine. You guys have any other issues?
Yes, I do.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Alright, so let me screen share real quick. So when I got mine, I
Hold
transferred.
on.
Oh God, Dust has to do something.
If he's screen sharing, I gotta highlight his.
Okay.
I'm sitting there fucking with the boys in the chat. Russell just bounced in there. What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ?
All right, we screen sharing?
Yeah. Alright, so you know how like the hips ratchet and stuff? Well, when I got mine, I'll show you. I have a little video of it.
I don't know if we can screen share video.
We'll figure it out. Let's see.
Why don't you just talk about it?
Okay, yeah. So it ratchets in the hips, and mine it was loose, and I thought maybe it was like a piece broken or something, or if I did something because I don't read instructions. But so okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So what happened was Let's see. So what happened was it was just really loose. Like, say I was just moving around, and the thing was clicking and clacking, but that one ratchet. So, what the problem was, I had to take it all apart. I mean, literally all apart. Like, I got like down to the leg, like around here, and then I realized that there was all these screws up in here that you couldn't separate the crotch piece, so you had to take it even further apart. I basically had to like rebuild the whole thing. So, okay, so this was the issue. Do you see how there's like this little circle with like the two like knobs on the end or whatever?
Right.
Yep.
So those fit into this slot right here and that slot right here, just as this one. This one's the one that works. This one's the one that didn't. So I didn't put any of this stuff on here. This stuff is actually like in it, some type of lubricant, I guess, to keep the gears going or whatever. So this makes this circle and the circle that's like riveted makes the ratcheting part of it, like the mechanics. What happened was this ring came off of the circle, and so it made it just like loose. So I mean that's like an easy fix. You just unscrew basically everything, and then you pop it. You
So it had nothing to grab onto.
Right. Yeah. So you gotta line it up, and then it ratchets just fine. Like I didn't need replacement parts. I didn't need to shave anything. I didn't need to mod it. I just need to put it back on. That was it. So yep.
And you haven't had a problem since you've repaired it? It's not slipped out again or anything like that?
Nope. Both ratchets work. This is the left. This is the right.
You're still screen sharing, Matt.
Oh, my fault. This is just I thought this was ingenious engineering, but apparently it was done before. So this is old news. But I like the spring ratchets. Thought it was a cool idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt likes, or should I just say gentlemen? Matt, no ladies watching this show.
No.
Gentlemen, Matt loves the spring ratchets.
All right, there we go. All right, cool.
Thanks, Matt. That was pretty cool. Nice presentation there, buddy.
Because I mean, stuff like that does happen. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just get something that's made fucked up. And
See, after like the first two screws, if I wasn't getting in there, it's back in the box.
Yeah, it was literally like
sent right back to my supplier, man. I'm not even going that far.
Matt,
man.
next time we want a PowerPoint presentation, please.
Sorry. Try to get the Reader's Digest, but you know.
No, nicely done, sir.
All right.
Okay. So here's his gun. For some reason, it does this. Can't figure out why.
I'm sure
Maybe
they're
it's
going to
combine.
Look at the little holes. They're probably going to make it
It's
combine.
probably going to combine. That's probably what this little notch is for.
Even above the handle, there's two.
Well, no,
little
that's for
Oh,
your
you're right.
legs in alt mode.
You're right.
So if you look at his hands, there's a cut for something, and it looks like the Maki Toys cut where it has in the back of the hand. I was like, oh, cool, maybe it'll slot in. No, it just pegs in like any other gun, and that slot is wasted. He holds it okay. It's kind of always at a downward angle because it hits this, and that little nub raises it even more.
Yeah.
So he's always kind of shooting a little bit down. I don't know why they can't get this shit together and figure out how to make robots hold guns.
Well, you think maybe maybe that's not the gun for him? Maybe they just kind of just...
Let's make a gun and throw it on this guy.
Maybe they designed all the guns, and I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with something because that just doesn't look
I don't
right.
have that problem where it's angled down like that. I mean, it doesn't fit in all the way, but
Just
it's perfect.
This is like, mine's great. What's wrong with you? Mine's fine.
I don't hang to the left. I don't
just
hang
could shoot himself in his eye.
Perfect. Like God intended it. But there's some things, just as far as I really like the figure, and there's a few things to me that
It is a good toy. I'm not gonna say it's not. I'm not gonna sit here and say because anybody that watched any of the shows that I was on knows I wasn't the fondest on it. I still don't think he says scrapper.
But I mean, if they put an accurate head, so if you had that head,
if I had this head on that body, I'd be a ton happier.
Yes.
I'd be running to my retailer right now.
If Dr. Wu came out with new heads right now that looked like that, I'd be fucking happier than a pig in shit.
Can you swap that head?
This is a.
Can you give it head, Ace? Come on.
Could. Is this not? Yeah, it does come out more. But I mean, that head says scrapper, 100%. This one says I'm the construction robot.
Hey, that's my saying.
God, look at these fucking arms.
I like the vents on the abs for scraper.
These?
Yeah, I think the wheels do a better job at filling out the shoulder Like,
But yeah,
you know what I mean?
these don't do anything. They just sit there.
Yeah, no, I just think like there's a lot of things like I like the whole torso of Scraper a lot.
But it doesn't say Scrapper. Like this says Scrapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like I said, none of this is bad. None of it looks bad. It just doesn't look like Scrapper.
I mean, TFCs didn't really have the same head.
It looks,
either,
but it looked more like Scrapper than this.
I mean, is it just the plating
them around a little bit.
You can't compare TFC to this. It's years and years later. Come on.
You can't compare
that's true.
Hasbro to this one.
Yeah, well, torso and head wise, yeah.
Like seriously, if they can't, I would kill for this head on that.
You can't swap it.
No. It don't have to be this exact head. Just make it look like this and put it on that. Make it a little more modern.
Well, you know what we need to get in the works? The first Realm of Collectors ROC add-on kit.
Yep.
The first or like the fifth? We already had a bunch of.
It's the first official.
Like he clearly has two eyes on this one, and this one he just has the single mono visor.
Well, isn't like that set more like the what was it, the Dreamwave or the early IDW?
That's what.
Which one is it?
The Dreamwave.
Yeah, it looks very Dreamwave to me.
And I liked that. I was a fan of the Dreamwave comics, so to me it was.
The problem is they've never advertised that as.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too, but not enough where that it's getting me like that.
So just another size comparison. I also have a Hatsui car. Here's him with Prowl.
Listen, you don't need to be that guy that says what designer it is.
He's a Hatsui car.
It doesn't matter.
Well, technically Hatsui designed him too.
Well, there you go. That just shows that that guy's. Yeah, no, I think it looks good. I think, I mean, again, everybody's always saying that the cars are too small. I think this kind of points out that the cars are a little bit too small. But
yeah, I've been saying that from fucking day one.
Technically, he should be a lot bigger then. Yeah. He should be like this. Well, I can't really see it. I don't know how. He should be, off the screen here. Because he's a construction vehicle. They should be a lot bigger. I don't know if you guys ever seen construction vehicles.
You want to bring up the Sunbow scale chart?
Yes, could you please?
Do you have it on here?
Just remember, Ultra Magnus picked him up and played with him in the show.
Ultra Magnus is the boss.
You know that's season 3, man. That season 3 was, the animation was top notch.
It was.
Yeah, with the Bruticus that was deluxe scaled with the other guys.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of season 3, man. I love season 3. It's awesome.
Prowl's got them moon boots, man.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss boots.
Yep, there's some Gene Simmons boots. There we go.
Yep.
I mean, so Eddie, I knew you were saying like our job was to sell you on this thing, but if you're not, Dust, our job was to sell you on this thing, but if you're not, you're not, it sounds to me that just there's a lot of elements that just you're not drawn to.
Yes,
yes. I could talk to you all day about why I like it, but at the end of the day, it's
not
going to matter.
Yeah,
the thing that I think is bad about it is you're talking about the head. The head, they put the light piping in there, which is awesome.
I was trying to show that.
They have the light piping.
I just checked that too.
But the fucking scoop on the back just blocks any light.
That's why I had to fold the scoop like that, and then the light piping is pretty badass.
I like that gimmick just on the figures in general. I think it's cool.
I still think Classic Cyclonus does it the best. It's just red and evil.
Or Chug Galvatron. That looks really good.
See, this is why he should have had.
Yeah, I think he. To me, it looks. I know it's not perfect and it's not accurate, but it's the best for me that's out there.
And don't get me wrong, it really looks really nice. It's really highly detailed, but I like I said, I think I'm just devastated out, man. I'm just done.
Yeah, I can see that too. If you own Herc and you have the Hasbro Devi, it's like, why would you spend money on something?
It's not even the fact of just spending money on it. I would buy this set, but I don't want another 6. No, I rather, and in honesty, I'm done. I'm really done with combiners. Period, man. I'm just tired of fucking combiners. I really am.
Yeah, we need a Trailbreaker.
Yes, get an MP Trailbreaker, man. I want an MP Trailbreaker. Yeah, I just want to get
annoying.
the first season done, and now I really like to see all these other guys are just doing like more of the season 3 stuff, which is Cyclonus, Galvatron, and I believe KFC is going to be doing Cup, and they'll probably do
Rekgar,
Ooh,
yeah, they'll
coming out
do
with Blitzwing.
So season 3 is really hopping out too. So
Can't wait for that Blitzwing.
yeah, we'll see what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, what's funny thing is I'll probably get they'll probably release one more. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was really honestly thinking about getting this, and then I saw the next one, and then I just said, no. Yeah, I'm done. I can't go forward with that. But that's just me.
So far from it.
Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not too excited about the mixing truck because the vehicle mode.
And you shouldn't be like that. It should be you should be excited about every single one in the line. It's not like
this one.
It can't be like, oh yeah, this, and then you're just like, well, this one is. I was kind of like that with Feral Rex too because I think they released the two legs. They shouldn't have released them one after another because you bought the one and then you got the other and you were just like, really.
Too late.
And then they were so similar, and I didn't take. I forgot who came out first, but I didn't take the other one out of the box until the third one dropped because I was just like, it really didn't excite me. I just got it to get it, and that's how it shouldn't be like that. That you're just buying just to get it. You should be really want to open it up and throw it up there. But I was getting so much shit at the time, and I'm just like, it's the same. It's the same mold as the other one. I'll get to it later, and then I really didn't mess with it until the third one came out. But it shouldn't be like that. You should be excited the same amount when each one comes out, and it just doesn't seem like it's that way with this.
I wasn't excited about Mixer because I saw the pictures and stuff. I didn't really like the front of it. But after playing with Scraper and stuff, I'm actually really excited to get a Mixer now because I know the quality is going to be. I know.
Use his full name, please.
Scrapper?
It's mixing truck.
Mixing truck.
Mixing truck.
Mixing truck. Mixing underscore truck.
Thunderscore. Man.
I mean, who knows? Maybe by 4 in, maybe then I'll catch the fever, but I don't think so.
Yeah, but you're gonna be able to get them for.
It's not.
You can get anything.
Matt, come on, man. Everybody, you better pre-order. You're not gonna get it. If I don't get it, I'll get it the second release or the third release.
Selling out are done.
Yeah, those days are done, man. Yeah. The Hegemon Quake Wave days are over.
Anything else? Yeah. Anything else about this guy?
No, I mean, if you guys want to talk a little about what you like about it, and we'll wrap it up.
Well, I just want to ask Ace, do you know what order they're releasing, after Mixing Truck? Do you know what comes next?
No idea. What did we see the protos of? I don't remember. They had the protos with the things on the back. I think it was the arms.
So I don't know.
The only thing that's going to really help push the set is if they get them out fast enough.
I mean, so far it's not bad. Look at this, came out last month. Mixing Truck's already out.
Yeah, because what I felt with collecting combiners for me was I lost interest.
The problem with Hercules was they were using each one to fund the next one.
I didn't buy my Herc when it first came out. I bought Herc years after. So that was no big deal.
That was my first third party.
Like Feral Rex, that was a killer weight, man. It really was a killer weight.
MMC is like Monkey Toys. They're very perfect.
Yeah, well, and that's great. I'd
rather wait and have it be better.
Stop talking over me, Mark.
I'm sorry.
But no, I'm just saying, and the same thing with Jbotron Bruticus. It just, it was only about a year or so, but it just got to the point where I really lost interest. And where I was really hyped on having it, now I haven't looked at it or touched it since I fucking finished it. So it's like, what the hell did I get it for,
Yeah.
And that's kind of Warbotron's thing, is they'll put out the first 3 real fast, and then it's a fucking TikTok.
Yep.
I mean, even looking at Computron, you're waiting forever for this last one to fucking come out.
Yeah, so if they really jam this out real fast, I think, I mean, of course, without any major QC problems, because let's face it, third party, you're always going to have something.
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Especially Warbotron.
Yeah.
Are they still like making them, or they're all final? They're just waiting like to bring them out.
Oh,
No,
I'm
they're,
sure
they're still
making
working
them.
on them.
Yeah, I mean these companies like the figures fund the next, you know,
Uh,
a lot of these things.
yeah, it might be a little more interesting if they did like a leg and an arm, then like the torso, then the other leg.
I
and
think the
arm
arms
like
are. I think the arms are next.
that.
I
Eh.
think.
Well, yeah, you gotta do that too,
I'd
because-
rather wait on the core anyway, because that way you can have time to play with them individually. Because once
True.
the core comes out, you're gonna draw them all together.
Well, and that's
Yeah,
why
well-
you wait too. Is once the core comes out, if it doesn't work, then people are gonna start jumping ship. So you kind of want to save those pieces. If you're 4 in, you're at that point. You're like, shit. All right, what's 2 more versus you're 3 in.
That's probably
Yeah.
That's probably what Warbotron was thinking, and they had to jam out that scatter.
Well, that's how it was with Uranus. I really liked the individuals, and then when Silverbolt dropped, or their version of Silverbolt, whatever the fuck it was,
Blackbird.
whatever it was, Black Bolt or some shit.
Blackbird.
No, I was just like, yeah, I'm out. I was
Yeah,
out. I said,
that
I'm
was
not gonna go through with this. I can't do it.
That was just like a robot like screwed onto the back of a plane, basically.
You can't really
I mean,
do anything else anyway.
it just did not look anything to me. Did not look anything like Silverbolt. In jet mode, which I understand it's a redesign, and the robot mode was just god awful.
Yeah, then it came with like a mini con or something, whatever that was,
It just wasn't for me.
just to fill in the chest. Wow.
And now you can find them all over, the trade groups, anywhere from 2 to 250. So for a
Yeah.
complete set with all the add-ons, now I'm like, I did like the single jet modes, other than Silverbolt. I do have that Combiner Wars Silverbolt. Might look good with those guys.
I have nothing against Uranus. I think Uranus is a good set.
Well, when Rolling Steel was here, he brought the set over one night, and we did it live, and on Instagram, of course, through a duration of time with pictures and little videos. And when it was done, man, it was kind of flippity floppity, man.
He needs fixes.
Yeah,
I did a little fixes.
it was a little bit of a mess. It was more frustrating and a little disappointing. So that's just our experience. I don't know
Yeah.
about everybody else, but that's enough combiner talk.
Well, let's talk about more combiners. This guy's a combiner. So yeah, the thing that I really like these feet, the way that they're grippy. I think that's a great touch. I hate these freaking loose ratchety things, and I don't like this at all.
That doesn't really bother me so much.
Because I mess with it, and when I mess with it, these come undone. It's like, look, just like trying to stand them up with the flippity floppity legs, these flippity floppity.
Listen, I don't want to offend a lot of people with what I'm about to say, but I find that the people that complain about that stuff are more the people that fuck with their shit a lot. It's not bad that you do that, but I don't. I get it, I mess with it, and then I put it on the shelf, and I don't really ever touch it again.
I like to mess with it.
I like to go vroom vroom with them.
So stuff doesn't really...
I like to vroom vroom my toys.
I'm with you, Jisk, man. I'm not a
Listen,
pew vroom 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 guy.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, no, and it's not bad, but I mean,
That's
that's why I think for me a lot of things don't bother me, because it's, I don't know.
What you talking about, Ace?
Oh. Thankfully, these are getting fixed, but these hip skirts suck.
I know you discussed that.
What are they gonna do? Like give a whole new crotch piece?
Yeah,
No, it's just... Is it a whole new crotch? I thought it was just these pieces.
Well, no, I mean it is those, but they're just on ball joints. So.
Matt said crotch and turned red at the same time.
It's his first word.
I kind of wish there was something else to do with this thing, other than just leave it on his back. But whatever.
It doesn't look bad though. I mean,
it's not terrible.
Well, when you're looking at it front on,
Yeah, front on you don't really see it.
They did a good job.
But it just literally pegs back on where it pegs on in alt mode. But you do get this little bit behind the head. Oh crap! I didn't even notice that. He's got a full tilt. I just noticed that now.
Ace is the type of guy that like to fuck with his toys. But he just figured that out now, because he's the type of guy that really likes to mess with his stuff.
Took his head down like that. Why would I ever want to make his head look like that?
So you can step on humans.
So you can take the head off and put a real good head on there.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
Yeah.
I wish they could have figured out some way to make the bucket lock, or make it a little bit cleaner. But I mean, obviously, it's a giant bucket. There's not a ton you can do with it.
Well, especially because if you move the cab down, like I know you wouldn't, but if you put it all the way down, then you can lock it back in.
Oh, where it goes in combiner mode. Yeah, but that would be then he'd have to be pooping the cab the whole time.
Okay, now going back to the set. If let's say mixing underscore truck was the first release, then what?
Nope.
See, I would
Nope.
still. I have to see. You know what I mean? It's like for the same reason that like you just kind of you have to. For me, I have to at least be half in before I can make a decision. Because yeah, you know what I mean. It's like sometimes shit just goes south, but everything else could be great. And really, the payoff is Devastator. That's what everybody wants. So that shit could be perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, all right, so for 3 months I'm gonna be pissed off because that guy looks like shit. But then once I combine them, it'll be.
Yeah, because let's face it, that's what everybody's going
Right.
for, and that's what's going to be on at least the majority of people's shelves. It's for Devastator.
I just
So
hope
it's
they
like
can
a
make
market.
it.
And that might be the selling point for me. After I mean, I've seen the proto pick, but seeing it in video form or actually seeing
Yeah, I wish
it
they
in
had the
place.
full. I wish they had the full proto at TFCon. They had it at Toronto. They didn't have it at Charlotte.
But then again, once you see it painted, you get what I'm saying? You know, that
Yeah.
might change it for me. You know, that might be the one thing that I'm like, all right, well now I got to get this set. So we'll see.
Like they could all be perfect, and if it was a floppy mess, I probably wouldn't go for it.
Yeah.
Like if you combined it was floppy, like that's for me. I don't know if everybody else has this problem with their Feral Rex, but mine combined is fucking floppy.
It's the floppity floopity, yes.
It's not as bad as some combiners, but it can be very frustrating, especially when the crotch piece falls off all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
And,
where I have to see.
He's very
wings-
front heavy.
The wings pop off on the back a lot.
That
You
doesn't
know.
really happen to me.
So it's frustrating in that sense. If you want to move it or do something with it, it's at least 10 minutes of finagling it
I
back.
tried to plug Carnifex. What's his name? Yeah, no. What the fuck is Voss's name? His fake name?
Synesis or whatever.
Synicus.
Yeah,
I tried to plug Synicus in his hand, and it made him so front heavy, he just kept falling forward. So I had to take it out.
And that's where I have to shout out, you know, I know you see my reviews on fucking Computron and stuff, but this is one where I actually combined it because I don't have the space, but that shit is solid as shit.
Computron?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. At least mine is, and so for me,
Warbotron 8.
that's the thing about it. That figure is solid so far.
Yeah.
So I'm for it.
All right. So yeah, but otherwise, I mean, he's a very fun toy to mess with. Like he's fun to pose and he's fun to screw around with. Hopefully, once we get the leg issue fixed, it'll be even better. But he poses very well, which is very good.
Yeah, you can get some great poses.
Get him in a J. Ruse pose.
Fuck J. Ruse.
Fuck J. Ruse.
Hashtag fuck J.
Hashtag fuck J. Ruse.
Right here. Fuck J. Ruse.
Everybody start using that hash, all right? Hashtag fuck J. Ruse.
Tires are really nice. He rolls fantastically. He does clean up pretty well. Like I said, my only hate towards him really is that he doesn't look enough like Scrapper. And the biggest problem for me is the head, and to a lesser extent the chest.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. They really would have nailed it, I think. Well, to some people they did nail it, and it really is a nice fig, but...
Like, it is a fun... If you just got him as a toy just to fuck around with, it'd be worth it.
What's this one doing over here?
Aha.
What is he doing?
I don't want to know. He's doing a bucket
I like to
stand.
do like the wacky pose just to see what they could do.
You want me to call Erictron over and you guys could vroom together?
I had this guy doing a high leg kick at TFCon with J. Ruse's.
Yeah, like posability is pretty nice.
And what's good is also all the detail with the pistons and everything from the back and the sides comes over to the front, so it kind of fills it out a little bit because you do lose a couple of these, so they come over in the front over here. So he's very nicely detailed. All the purple looks nice. It's a more muted purple than this. This is a super bright purple.
If Repro Labels came out, hold up that Combiner Wars one. If Repro Labels comes out with a set that makes half the chest look like silver and the other half red, would you be hyped on that?
I would.
Like, see where like
Like
those little,
Just
those
like
little
have this
purple
bit
vents- yeah, like
over
that.
here,
Right.
have like this bit over here. That would do it for me.
I mean, that's a possibility too.
Yeah,
They
that'd be
left
pretty
us a
cool.
lot of. I mean, if as far as Warbotron is concerned, it's the least fucking detailed. It's like you could put some stickers on there.
Yeah, I gotta do that till I have it. But yeah, if they could add, that's actually not a bad idea because they can add all this detail to the crotch,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you put
I
the red,
think
put the
you're
red on this side, put the silver on this side, and put the little red over there, and you're set. I like your idea. I approve, sir.
There you go.
All right, Aaron Black, get on that. Because I know Aaron watches the show. No, he doesn't.
Sweet.
Any other closing thoughts? Or are we good?
Nope.
Nope.
I like him.
Yep, me
If
too.
you're okay, I think if you're okay with a little bit of a some artistic license on your figures, I think you'll be very happy. If you're a stickler for G1,
Like Dust
you'll
is.
be happy with the figure, but you won't be happy with what it represents.
Well,
Yeah.
I just had a thought right now, and it's like everybody's gonna say, well, how could he be like this with this set when he bought Feral Rex, which really isn't G1, or it's a twist on it, or you bought the first Warbotron, and it's not really exactly like a G1 Bruticus. You're absolutely right, but I think I'm to the point now where if I'm gonna
You like what you like.
something as iconic
Yeah.
as say like a Devastator, being that we had so many. The other ones, that was it. You had your unique toys, and then you had Feral Rex. You know what I mean? So
And,
where
TFC.
am I gonna go with that? So this now there should be more options, and I'm just not gonna settle. I kind of settled for the others because I was new at collecting and getting into third party and wanting, but I'm not settling anymore.
And you don't have to anymore either. That's what's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you get the
Yeah.
toy roll, 'cause I want to know how that is.
We'll see. I mean, I want to see what's up. There's a lot about it I don't like either, or either. But it looks a little bit more G1 from what I could see from what I was looking at than this set would be.
Yeah, I was on board for Toy World too, but then Jisk actually, like, I was talking to him, and he actually, like, proved a pretty good point from, well, my collection. I was like, it's like, what, like 2 feet tall? I was like, I mean, it's nice, but it really wouldn't have a spot in my collection. Like, it'd be too big.
Yeah, that's my problem with the toy world. I think just when it's combined, it won't fit for me.
But
The problem is that he's more in scale with proper G1 Devastator.
Well, and I understand that, but he's not in scale with everything else. So if everything else were made like
Well,
that, and then
it
you know what
is.
I mean?
He's supposed to be. Go back and watch G1. He's fucking gigantic.
Oh, you're saying Devastator is taller than all the other.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, well,
He's
I don't
twice
know.
as tall as every other combiner.
Shout
Which is
out
weird.
shout out to the Sunbow scale chart.
Shout out to Sunbow because they are not that big when they're individual, but they get pretty goddamn big when they combine.
All right.
All right, anything else to add before we close up shop?
That's
I
it.
think that's it.
nope, that's it.
So yeah, I think we told everybody what to if they would like it or not, based on if they like G1 or not, I think
Again,
I think we gave them a pretty good overall feeling of if they're gonna like it or not.
I still feel like as a figure itself, it's great. Like I feel
Absolutely.
like that didn't come across, at least for me. I don't think I said that enough. Like it's a good figure.
It is
Right.
like it is a good toy.
Right.
It's just not the best scrapper. Like I said, if the Repo Labels comes out and fixes that chest and somebody makes a new head, I'll be so fucking happy. I think that would be a killer set. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to everybody in the chat. How many people do we have in the chat? Anybody good? We had Russell. We had Tommy.
Yeah, it's the same crew in there.
Same
just
crew.
talking
Cool.
it up.
Thanks everybody showing up. Dust, where can I find you?
Dustmightz everywhere.
Good enough. Jisk?
Add Jbotron on Facebook and Instagram.
Very good. Matt?
Aznkidmatt on Instagram, Aznkidmatt on YouTube. That's about it.
I am Acemilo everywhere. Acemilo on YouTube, Acemilo Instagram, Twitter, whatever the hell you want. Thanks for watching. Check out the other episodes if you haven't yet. Tune in. Follow our Instagram, our individual Instagrams, and the Realm of Collectors Instagram to find out when the next episode is, because our schedules are kind of hectic the way we do this, so we haven't done an episode in a while. But thanks for tuning in. Hope to catch you guys next time. Take it easy.
Peace.
Thanks for having me too, by the way.
Yeah, anytime.
Last time you were on here, you fucking bum.